Hello.
Hi, we're at Camille's house doing a kind of a late fall video for just winter interest and also for prepping to see what we'll do for the holiday greenery and the containers and maybe by the mailbox a little bit.
That's right.
That's it. Okay, so, as you come into the property, it's really nice. There's a little bit of evergreen, welcomes you in. And then the next thing that you see as you were walking on the driveway, but most of the time you would be, driving up to the house. And then the first planting bed, which is in front of the house, let's go this way, sorry.
Yeah. All right.
Is a nice mix. There's some evergreens in here, some boxwoods, and even in here there's lariabe, which the deer haven't.
Not yet.
Not yet. They haven't pruned it for you yet.
Not yet.
Sometimes they do that, but it's nice. If the deer don't eat that, then they will kind of be green all winter, which is nice. And then in here, it's another texture of,
it's creeping phlox.
It's creeping phlox. Gets a really pretty flower in the spring, but it lasts for a long time. So it's nice because a lot of the other things that are in here kind of disappear. Although if you look in the back, there's some really great Christmas ferns, which
I didn't know that's what those were called.
yeah, and they're great because they have an evergreen presence as well, which is nice. It's the front of your house. You go past it every day. I think it makes sense. I'm going to switch sides with you. I think it makes sense to have a nice base, and then here we can cut back the roses at some point, but you have another obelisk, and this is another opportunity if you want to put some greens around that as well. I don't think you have to overdo it, but a little bit would be nice.
Yeah, I think I have some Christmas lights that I'll put up there too. So
Yeah.
it'll be sort of an entryway Christmas light thing.
I think that's great. And then
they're
you
all-
also have another set of boxwood, so your eye kind of gets led up to your front path, which is really nice. I'll go point them out. Here, a little carpet of some juniper. So these are the other boxwood, same variety. I believe it's a winter gem boxwood. And then even if you look into the bed, like lots of things have been cut back. I know there are irises here. I think there are lots of peonies.
There's the irises yet.
Yeah. And we can cut back the roses.
Oh, we can?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't overdo it. A lot of people do wait, like you want to, I would say neaten it up a little bit. If you have like here, I can point to like here's kind of nice, like you have some rose hips and like there's some orange ones down below. So things like that. Let me point it. So it's like right here, see this?
Oh, yeah.
So that's kind of nice. And then if you circle up to this one, these just didn't turn. I'm going to guess that it just got cold really fast.
Yeah.
So they kind of stopped. But that's a nice fall interest as well. So they don't look bad. I think it's just a little neatening up. The Japanese maple looks beautiful. Holding onto its leaves, little fall color. Really nice.
So this is, again, the front steps. And then we have these boxwoods here. And this area, so you see the paper bark maple and the lamppost. And the area right in front of the paper bark maple is where I planted lots and lots of bulbs. So it should be like really fun, full of color. Sort of inspired when I went to Kuchenhof.
Nice.
So
That's
just
a great inspiration.
packed full of bulbs.
I was just going to say the other thing to remember too is that the hydrangeas won't really be a presence at all. So it will be really nice before the hydrangeas start to leaf out. Certainly no flower, but they'll be very branchy looking. We can kind of prune those back. I like to do that the end of the winter, spring.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave them for a while because
yeah.
they're interesting and they
They're
look
nice to look at. And I think in terms of like the health of the plant, they say the best time is like as the new buds are kind of coming out. So it's probably more like early spring that we can cut those back. I mean, if it bothers you, you can cut it back before. But then when you have all the bulbs filled in this area, it will just look really nice. So it's a good like staggering of interest.
Yep. And then along the front here, I'm just going to turn the camera around. So this also, in front of all of these lilacs, these are all lilacs, and then the whole front area is filled with Dutch Master daffodils, which are the really bright yellow big ones.
Large cup yellow, yeah.
Yeah, and then a smaller, I got a white,
Mount Hood?
Nope, not Mount Hood.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna remember, I'll put it, I think it's called Avalanche.
Oh, nice.
Avalanche.
Nice.
So that'll be in front, and they're a little shorter than the Dutch Master. So it'll be yellow in the back, white in the front, and it should be really fun.
And it's also nice too if you want to have like a lot of different daffodils. You know, like usually what I'll do is do like 3 different kinds. Like you have the yellow, a yellow white, and then a white. And if you can get them to kind of flower ones like earlier than another, then it just kind of extends the season for a lot longer, which is nice. I think it's a paper bark maple. Keeps it that very nice thin shape, which is great off the corner. And then this area down below where all the mulch is now, I mean, that's where there had been lots of dahlias and lots of really nice color in the summer. But Camille just put in a ton of bulbs here. So hopefully in the spring they'll come up and we'll get to show you how nice that looks.
That's right. 1,200 bulbs. Not all in that spot.
That's a lot of bulbs.
That is a lot of bulbs.
Okay, it's starting.
Okay. Now we're gonna go to the backyard.
All right, let's go.
Okay. Butterfly garden is in shape. So
Let's take a quick look at the butterfly garden.
yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Okay, nice. It looks really pretty.
Yeah, I can see all the tracks of all of the animals.
Yes, that is a problem. If you were ever wondering if there were deer here, there you go. Plus probably other things as well. But really we plant up this garden to be very deer resistant. So again, the theme, we have some evergreens in here, and I think in our last video you probably didn't even notice them that much, but as it gets, you know, the color fades and things go that were summer color, you have, you know, the green interest. In the background you have the grasses that are kind of fading out, but they still look nice. And I love the way the butterfly bush look, even though they're like paths, they just have a nice color to them and a little bit of structure, which is pretty. So if you scroll over, and then, you know, some other interests in here, and you kind of end up with another butterfly bush. And I think behind the butterfly bush, it's really hard to see, is a smoke bush.
Yep, that's smoke bush.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a little tricky to see, and it, you know, does have a lot of leaves.
Okay,
on it,
so I have some plans for the summer on this one.
All right, let's hear them.
Okay, so see right here, this.
Yes.
That is a little cherry. It's a little red cherry.
Sand cherry?
Sand cherry, yes, that I got on sale, super cheap, and I planted it there. And the deer just love it.
Ah, I'm
So-
sorry.
I didn't listen to you.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It happens.
So-
I'm glad you have learned though.
I've learned. So what I want to do is I want to take that out,
Yes.
and I think I either want to take this, but this was it boxwood, and put it over there,
Okay.
or one of the butterfly bushes, because there's actually
Yeah.
3 kind of really close together. And when we planted those, the butterfly, the little one was really little.
They were tiny. I
So-
like the idea. I mean, we placed the boxwoods a couple of years ago now, and I kind of like the placement of them. If I step back, you can see how it kind of frames out the pathway and the whole space in general. And I think from the deck of the house, which we can maybe show you that view after, and you know, the kitchen window and the, you know, living space, this is a really nice view. And I could see just in this area where you pointed to, where
Yeah.
the sand cherry is just doing a
Just
maybe moving the butterfly bush, although they don't always move so well.
Yeah, well, could get a new one.
That's possible.
Yeah, or another boxwood. Like right now, it'd
Yeah.
be nice to have a boxwood there, because it would kind of fill out it would kind of keep the movement of this greenery
I agree
in
with
a
that.
kind of an
yeah.
S shape.
Yeah, and you know, reason why we got 5, so there are 5 in here, there's 2, kind of one behind each other, and then 3 on this side, is because we want the whole space to be cohesive. And working in odd numbers is kind of a nice design feature. But you could kind of say that these are 3 over here. You have the path in the center, and then you have 3 more on this side.
That's
and
a good.
might be
That's a
nice.
good justification.
There
I
you
like
go.
it.
Okay.
I
And these
accept that.
are, I believe, winter gem boxwoods also, so I think it's good. All right. I'm going to stop now.